Well, I don't know about you, but I've found a stubbornly consistent truth about Scripture, and it's this. Stories that often confuse and confound us the most often have the most to say to us if we have the courage to take a deep dive. And the key to understanding this parable is understanding the economic landscape of the day. So I will give much gratitude to popular Christian author and pastor Brian McLaren for a video that I stumbled across last week of him explaining this context. And I'll email out a link to that video later on this afternoon to you if you'd like to watch it. So pay attention, because I promise this helps understand the parable. Remember, everything in Jesus' culture was heavily influenced by the Roman occupation. It is not hyperbole to say that it affected every aspect of life. Running the empire was expensive. Running all those colonies takes a lot of money, so it funded itself by, of course, taxing the people in those colonies. And those who often bore the heaviest burden of those taxes were the farmers in the more rural areas of places like Galilee, where Jesus grew up in the northern region outside of Jerusalem. And a tale as old as time is that when there's a group of people struggling economically, there are always others who will come in making promises to ease that burden, but rarely with innocent intentions. You see, wealthy people from Jerusalem would come up to Galilee and would offer to pay the Roman taxes for the farmers in exchange for taking ownership of their lands, taking ownership of the deed, effectively making them indentured servants. So in return for having their Roman taxes paid, the farmers then had to give a portion of their goods, with interest, mind you, to their landlord. It's pretty sad, actually. It's essentially just trading one form of economic oppression for another. So for obvious reasons, these rich men that Jesus describes in this parable, they weren't the most popular people in the world. These rich men, like the one described in the parable, would send middle managers to collect what was owed on their behalf, and these middle managers acted as a comfortable buffer between themselves and their rightfully disgruntled customers. So we can therefore think of this system not that different to the economic reality in which you and I live. A pyramid with very few wealthy people at the top and far more poor people at the bottom, with a shrinking middle class in between.